Hey, what's up everybody? You're back for another video. And today we're gonna go over Leonardo DiCaprio's dating history, all of his girlfriends. I know he gets tons of press and tons of, those sneak photos of him with a girl that's like just turned 21 or 22 or 23. And I just wanted to take a look at actually girls that he was claiming, like girlfriends, like and and we can just watch this together because we're gonna go through and I have all of the Instagram accounts above, and we're gonna go through like each of these girls' looks. Leonardo DiCaprio has dated like mostly supermodels, as I'm looking at, and a lot of girls want to date a guy that's like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like a lot of girls want that type of dude. Uh, you know, you know, that kind of guy. I figure that it's either you're a girl that wants that kind of guy or you're a guy that wants these kind of girls. Or maybe you just want something normal. That's fine too. But over here, we're in the game. We're in the league. We like to look at women and see them for the art that they are and see who's dating like these high status babes. And this was a really interesting look. I took a quick look at the list before I got it to get. I mean, before I really uh, put this all together or even start talking about it. See, I make a lot of videos like off the cusp, so it's often a brain fart, and we're often going through these things together. I'm hoping that eventually we can blow this up and to get YouTube live on, and we can do a lot of live streaming together. I want these to kind of be with people you know, like I want to create a little culture of guys that like girls, like looking at girls, and today I got called a gooner, like just for liking girls and appreciating me, even though I have shot some crazy content. So maybe they would think I'm a gooner, but honestly, I have been celibate for a while now. And most of this is my work. I'm going to school so I can become a plastic surgeon. But before that, I've been in the modeling industry forever. Even in the beginning of my career, I was a photographer at a strip club. So I feel like all of this is natural, and I'm growing into being older, and now I just kind of now that the game is just so open and women are just it's crazy out here. Women are just different, and a lot of guys that watch a lot of red pill content, they probably see how these girls are just so everywhere, like just they're dominating. The future is definitely feminine. So, I'm not going to really talk much because I never really made up an intro to get to it. Let's get into the girlfriends. I want to start somewhere real fun though. I want to start at the bottom, work our way from the bottom up, and I don't want you to see all of his girlfriends, but we're going to start at the first. By the way, this is on L. I'll put this link inside of the description, so you'll be able to click on this and see. But this first one was Bridget Hall, the supermodel, is believed to have been DiCaprio's first model girlfriend, the first baddie. The former Victoria's Secret model attended numerous events with the then budding actor in 1994. I was 3 years old when he's with her, so as you can tell, he's pretty young in this picture too. Like he's young. So this is when our boy was just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Hall's career had seen her work uh, with the top luxury fashion brands, including Gucci, Ralph Lauren, and Dior. So he had a thing for the models, and I want to see what the Instagram page looks like now. Okay, so we have one Bridget Hall, and I think this is it. And this page is bare. Shorty, I don't even does Shorty even run this page? I go on here, we gonna look 34 weeks ago. This is posted. Okay, I mean she's flying. I guess like I don't know what's up with her. I guess she's older now. She's settled into life. But I would love to see some of the pictures that she has on here. And honestly, dude, I mean, let's see. Okay, she's a very beautiful woman. She's drinking that Guinness. And I feel like this is probably one of his more down to earth. Well, I guess as time goes, they lived a big career in fashion and modeling. Eventually, you just become a down to earth chick. It just becomes super simple. But this chick's really living a lot of life. I just want to go. Maybe we can go back on this page, and yeah, go look at some pictures. Like in okay, so this was his first, and she's I think he had a type. You'll see that this dude had a type. Um, slim. He loved the slim blonde, but very beautiful. A first in this one picture right here, she's solid. This is a gorgeous woman. Back in the '90s, we had a lot of gorgeous women. We had women with this look beautiful. I think about Holly Berry in the '90s, just a beautiful woman. Um, and just great soft features. this is and this is his first love, and I don't think that he ever let go of his type and jumped too far out of it. I think he knew what he liked and he kept it there. And she's probably like the mold, so you'll see like several pictures of her. But this is number 12, and it looks like she's living like a peaceful life somewhere. So we're gonna move on and see what's going on with the next baddie. And I want you to consider, like, if you want to date a guy that's rich or like Leonardo DiCaprio, if you're one of these models that want to date a guy like that, maybe you see what kind of. It's better to look at what kind of girls guys date. That's what they're what you attract is what you get, so consider the following, consider the following. If you're like slim blonde, dirty blonde, then we have Kristen Zhang. DiCaprio took the model to the premiere of the 1996 film Romeo Juliet. The pair are believed to have broken up shortly before his film Titanic was released, and he shot to international fame. So these are like early chicks, early career chicks. As you can tell, he's young again, and she was like, she's a very attractive woman. I feel like a wider face, a stronger jaw features, but he still liked thin chicks, blonde hair. So Chris Zhang, she's living life. She's married. She's moved on. She's done with Leonardo DiCaprio, and she's moved on with this guy who's got a nice beard, and she's still beautiful. Still a very beautiful woman, even with the time. And she is completely gone. She's living a whole life that's full of everything. And this is her with Nicolas Cage. So she's been out here. She was out here living a life. I bet you a time like this, it was so nice to be around some very attractive women. And it's the game is just different now, so it's really a fun looking at the blast of the past, looking at this dude's girlfriends. I'm not gonna go too far in it. She looks like she's living a peaceful life and she's not in the game anymore, so we're gonna go back, and you're gonna see as this is the early relationship, so they're a little older. Then they start getting younger and younger, so let's go ahead and go. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've never I always just called her Giselle. That last name, Bundchen. I don't really know how the last name is, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. So Giselle, you guys probably know her from Tom Brady and all that stuff, and that was just diabolical. But the couple dated for approximately 6 years, from 1999 through to 2005, and enjoyed a relatively private romance. Near the end of their relationship, Bun Bunchin Bunchen. Buchen. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out later. Maybe in the comments, go ahead type out like how to pronounce it. I know I have a weird name with TG. People think it's Tigi, Tiggy, Tiger, all types of stuff like that. There's no R in it, but so I understand when you have a hard name. I'm trying to have the same grace that would be given to me, with all of my weird spelling and stuff. But Bunchen accompanied her then beau to the Oscars, marking the only time he's taken a date to the star-studded ceremony. Oh, her 2018 book, Lessons My Path to a Meaningful Life. The model opened up about realizing she wanted to change her lifestyle during their relationship, no longer numbing herself to smoking, drinking, and too much work. I was becoming more and more aware of things that I'd chosen not to look at, she wrote. Was I alone in wanting to do some serious soul searching while she stayed the same? In the end, unfortunately, the answer was yes. Look, this shorty has always been soul searching. She did some stuff like that with your boy Tom Brady. And let's go to her account. Oh, then that's not her account. Yep, this is account right now. See, it's like one name. Shorty still taking pics. Oh, Happy Father's Day. This is to the new dude. Oh, Shorty was moving. Shorty's been moving, man. She looks great though. Obviously, he had a type. He had a type. She's thinking about her kids. She's thinking about her family, but she wanted that family. I don't think that he was ready to get that family popping at the end of the day. I think that she just wanted different things, and she got her. She dated. She dated Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm sure she probably dated other people. I need to probably do a full assessment of what was going on with her. But then she ended up getting Tom Brady. So, you know, obviously higher status guys, they like a European centric, dirty blonde, thin, white. That is what they are attracted to. So take in mind, you know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna always fit everyone's wants. Like, you're not gonna be someone that everybody's cup of tea, So we can just learn a little bit. But Giselle, as far as a model, stunning. I think that he was on one. I think his the chicks like all kind of are matching, but when he got this one, he was like, "Oh, it's just I'm just moving up and up." And I think these are like older pictures, but look at her on the walkway, man. He said, "I want supermodel." Okay, Valentino. Okay, that's me. You know, I'm a short king, so you know what I'm saying. That's me with the model. I feel it. But okay, Naomi. Okay, baby. Yeah, she was a baddie at the time, so there we go. So we're not gonna dive too deep. Well, I'm gonna do a little speed run because we gotta do a little speed run real quick. But it's not much. It's like family stuff. It's not stuff where I'm like but a very beautiful woman. So let's move on. Let's move on. This one might be a little timely, you guys. I hope you guys can stick in here. If you want shorter videos, let me know. But Bar Raffaelli. Okay, this one. The Sports Illustrated model met Leo at a party in Las Vegas. Gotta be in Vegas, man. I used to live in Vegas. It's crazy. Oh my god, I fell in love and got my heart broken all in Vegas. But we don't. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm gonna keep it at that. So, Leo at the party in Las Vegas, they had an on off 5-year relationship that ended in May 2011. It's thought the couple split for its brief time in 2009. It was a half year for which I am very grateful, the Israeli supermodel told Laisha magazine of the split reports to people. I came to understand a lot of things about myself. I worked on myself and I grew up. I didn't know what alone was like. Today, I know what a relationship can work only if you know you can be alone and you're not afraid. Today, I'm not afraid of being alone. Oh, I know that relationship hit hard, I guess. That one hit hard if she had to learn those lessons because when you fall in love, those are the lessons you have to learn because you do feel so connected to a person. So Leo, he was that guy at this point. Remember, Titanic had dropped. He moved through a couple baddies, some supermodel baddies, and he left an imprint. So this is 2009 too. This is when I graduated. So let's see. All right, Bar Rafaela. I think this is it. Okay. I mean, she's kind of older now. But still a baddie. Still a baddie, really thin. He liked thin girls, Israeli, So he was like, okay, okay. I'm trying to do a little speed run. She's a collab and she's doing her Israeli thing. Oh, but she's got fire. She's doing fire campaigns. But I feel like I don't know. Let me see what else she's done. Cause he may have just blessed her. He may have really just had her on. I mean, she got a new man now though. It looks like, and it's, and a lot of chicks they it's easy for them to get another man. Like they're like, oh, I broke up with Leonardo DiCaprio, but they not super pressed. Come on now, they can get another man. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. All of Leo's chicks are super gorgeous. So who else would they date? And then you see it's just like some guy. So that gives me a little pride and hope. Like you can date a baddie. I mean, I'm sure that dude's like tall, jacked, whatever. But you can get on this get a baddie. You can date one of Leo's baddies, So, and that's like huge achievement, I guess. It's like if a queen was dating a king and then like just start dating you, it'd be like awesome. Let's do a little speed run. It look like she just kind of settled into a relationship, but she's making content, she's doing things, she's still a baddie, she's still on the front of magazines, like. So what do we know? What do we learn? Model types, thin, no tattoos. I haven't seen a tattoo on these chicks at all. I haven't seen one tattoo. So, that's where I go. Like, what do you want? Let's be real about what you want. And you can't force a man to like certain attributes, but I'm starting to see similarities. Tall, thin, white, uh, blonde, dirty blonde, models, models. I think that they just coming of age. What number are we at? I might sneeze, you guys. I've had like allergies and all type of stuff like that. So hopefully you could just excuse me. Oh, this next one's coming up, but I feel like a sneeze is coming. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. My sinuses, they go. Okay, let's dive into this next one because this one's really familiar. This one's really familiar, and we're gonna do a speed run probably through this chick, but we have to add her. It's Blake Lively, okay? You probably know her for dating Deadpool. Like, and Blake Lively and Dicaprio are believed to have enjoyed a whirlwind 5-month romance. 5 months? That okay? 5 month romance in 2011. The pair were seen on a yacht together in Canes. Oh, he put her on the yacht before she married her now husband Ryan Reynolds. So she was like, "No, this is not for me. Maybe I want more serious guy. I want a guy, she's up there. She's an actress. She was like, this is nice, but I'm in demand and I have the look. Supermodel, actress. They're like to me, they're super close, but I think supermodels are just the look is so there. The talent with I'm not saying that Blake Lively is not beautiful, but the talent is there with actresses, and I think, being around and just kind of start dating and stuff. But it didn't last too long. He was like, "Hey, I can't be with a chick that's not a supermodel." Like, it only lasted 5 months. So, I think she wanted something, But let me go ahead and pull up. And the pair were subsequently spotted on dates and likes of Italy, New York, and Australia. See, when you're rich, you can date a chick for 5 months and you're taking her all over the world. In an interview with Vanity Fair in 2017, Gossip Girl's producer Joshua Safran spoke about Lively's contact with Dicaprio. When I think about shooting the LA episodes, Blake was dating Dicaprio at the time, and she had this thing where she had a doll that she took photos of that she sent to Leo. He told the publication. Blake was a way ahead of the curve. It was pre-Instagram. She was documenting her life in the photographs in a way that people were not doing yet. He added, "Okay, cool. Uh, let's see. Nope, we're at Blake Lively. Okay, I mean, it's all Ryan Gosling life now, baby." She's like, "No, I don't need a when you're doing your own thing, I don't need a Leo, I need a Ryan. And she definitely has model appeal. She's on the cover of Vogue. She is a model in her own right. But as far as the gram, sweetheart, we need I don't know. We need some. I don't know. I thought it would look better, but being Blake Lively, but I guess she's just living it up. 40 million. She's definitely more famous, so she was like, I don't need him that much, as it came to proven show. She didn't need him. Maybe a lot of girls that date Leo, the supermodels. I don't know if they're like super rich. You know what I'm saying? They more in it with the lifestyle and the game. They in the league. They play at a high level. They're dating successful men and they're enjoying the spoils. To the victor goes the spoils. That's what I'm just trying to keep it real. We talking about if you're a girl watching this, and you're really into hot girls, you like just going over hot girls. Maybe you just found my page. I know I like to have a lot of girls follow me, not because I want to date a girl or find any girls or anything like that, but I would like to talk about what is going on right now with models and this the best of the best, and with the world opening up like the supermodel, Instagram influencer, baddie culture, all this that's wrapping up, man. It's got to be serious. We have to get serious about you know who's on top, man. Where are we? Where? What are we going for? What's the bar? Who's the most beautiful? I remember we used to talk about beautiful girls all the time. Now we just poop on girls any given moment we can. It is disgusting. I hate it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, you know. Um. So let's move on, man. Number seven. We're not even halfway through. Aaron Heatherton. Dicaprio was believed to have been in a relationship with the actor in 2012 after they were seen on bicycles together in NYC that year. Following their split, it appears the pair left their romance on good terms. He's a wonderful person, and he's a wonderful person, and he's a friend of mine. She told Daily Mail Australia in 2015, "I wish him all the best." You know, hey, author balled up fist. Hey, he's a good guy. She trying to leave that door open, maybe get back, but let's see the heat. Okay. No, she's moved on. She's a co-founder. She said, I'm a baddie in my own right. What we say? Tall, thin. He doesn't date chicks with super big boob jobs or anything. And she got people saying these are some of the best photos they ever taken of this chick. Beautiful chick, softer features than a lot of the ones before. Hello, Roscoe Village community. Okay, she's out here doing her little. Okay, she's got the baby. She's when you're a baddie, you just keep going. Um, she looks great. She's older, but she looks great, and she got a new man. Oh, maybe this is a. I don't know if this is her man. Maybe stop talking shit. She got a man. Yeah, here we go. See, when you're a super baddie, you're always gonna land on your feet. I just say you're always gonna land, and they having a good time. They're up here having a nice wedding, a big wedding. You know, Shorty's beautiful. She's living her life. Look at her. She said, "We on to the next." I'm a baddie. We on to the next. I guess great photos, great model. Same thing. It's the type of girls was dating these type of guys. Okay, now this one, I think this one was like super crazy. I'm gonna read it and then we're gonna jump and I'm gonna do a little bit of research. I don't know because I couldn't find an Instagram account and you'll see soon why. Cat Torres, the Brazilian model, Brazilian. He's from the Brazilians. Okay, I like the Brazilians too. Said she was dating Amazing Leo in October 2013 after meeting him in Canes. Leo is amazing, but I worry about what he will think about me talking to you. We have a pact that nothing can ever be said about our relationship, she said to a Brazilian newspaper extra, according to Daily Mail in 2013. However, shortly after her claims, E! News reported the couple were not in a relationship. Now, okay. Now, when I click this and when I show you this, and this is what I found, like, I'm going to do a little bit of searching around just because. But I saw this and it said, former Brazilian model and U.S. based wellness influencer Cat Torres has been sentenced to 8 years in prison for human trafficking and slavery of women after the FBI investigation found that two women living with her had gone missing in 2022. Now, when was she dating this dude? Because she was dating way before, but she was like, or she said she was dating, but they said they were in a relationship, but they have a secret pact. What? What is going on? Okay, so I don't know what's going on. And I couldn't really find a Instagram, but we found, I think, a mugshot, I guess, and they just as time went, Shorty just now you look at some pictures, Shorty got was different. She was different. Crazy eyes. Everybody probably deleted every photo with this Shorty. Oops. To spell her name like Cat Williams. Okay, look. So here we go. Oh no, that's not her. Oh wow, that's crazy. Imagine like your name's like right there. Witch. Her story of witchcraft, sexual exploitation, and human trafficking. Whoa. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so she's a convicted human trafficker, age 33. I wonder how many years did she get? Her sentence. She went to prison in June 2000. That wasn't long ago. She lured women to see, like up here, these women that are up here, they're dangerous. She lured followers and vulnerable women to the United States with false promises, psychologically isolated them, and forced them in domestic servitude and commercial sex work for a season. There, oh my gosh, she was. Oh, look, you gotta. Uh, I'm probably not gonna put that in there. Let me get a breath. Uh, okay, so part is crazy. But we're not gonna dive too deep in it. She's gonna take up most of the time in this video, and this video's already what the heck? This video's already 33 minutes long. Are you kidding me? Okay, Tony Garn, a German-born Victoria's Secret model, quietly dated. Wait, German-born. The German-born Victoria's Secret model quietly dated Leo for 18 months, splitting in December of 2014. The model has since gone to marry English actor Alex Pettyfer. Okay. The couple announced their marriage on Instagram, which took place in October 2020 in her hometown of Hamburg, following their 10-month engagement. Okay. She was like, look, I'm a baddie. I'm on. I'm moving on. Tony Garn, let's see. Super Flea Market. Okay, she's got. Okay. Okay. Shorty was like, I'm gone. I'm doing my thing. Model. Oh, yeah. He's got that type. He got that type. So, we're going to do a speed run. She's like, she's just married. She's living her life. She's living model life. This is the type of chicks. You know, but you notice as we're going from the bottom, you see them, they're young in the pictures, but he was like, I'm not staying in a committed relationship for long. I'm gonna keep moving on, moving on, moving on, dating, 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 moving on, moving on, moving on. And that's cool. I mean, obviously, it didn't tear her apart. She built her life up. She still got a career. When you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Like, remember, these dudes, they even the most powerful dudes they date, it don't work out. These girls, they go on and do their thing, man. This red pill stuff that a lot of people are on, what models do, these are some of the top notch models in the game. They're dating, doing whatever, and they moving on. It's just it's us at the bottom. We're trapped in this cycle of what the world ought to be or should be, and people are living for what it is, and you could just kind of what do you want? Just ask yourself what do you want. So speed run, keeping it classy, tall, thin, white, simple. Oh, Africa too. So she's like a humanitarian. That's always nice. Uh oh, is this the dude? Who's this? That was GQ. She's out here. Okay. I can go all day. Let's go next. Okay, so we're on number 4. Kelly Rohrbach. DiCaprio and Rohrbach were first spotted packing on the PDA together as they rode bikes together. He loves riding bikes. He'll take a shorty and ride a bike with her. Like, that's one thing he definitely gonna do. In NYC in June 2015. The actor is Connecticut born and best known for a role in the film Baywatch, opposite of Zac Efron and Priyanka Chopra. Okay, so this is like a recent shorty. If she was in the Zac Efron Baywatch, this is like a recent baddie. So I assume, no, how baddie could she be? I'm gonna delete some of these real quick. You know, uh, Just because it's like, does the homie have any memory? Okay, so Kelly Rohrbach, 9 mil. She's on vacation. She's like, I'm out here flying, doing whatever. I'm out here living. Um, no, honestly, he must have like really okay. He switched over into the actress type, I guess. I don't know how many movies she's been in, but she was a little. She had some charm to her, and I think that he liked that charm factor about her. And he was like, "Yeah, I want this," you know. And sometimes, I won't say she was like a supermodel, but maybe she had charisma, personality, and it just wins over. So even if you aren't like supermodel potential, she's very beautiful. Let's not take that back. But according to all of them, and I mean, she definitely beats some of the earlier ones, but she's different, you know. And I think he like really was like, "Okay, baby, like I'm feeling you, like it is what it is." You know what I'm saying? So let's see. So let's go ahead and go to number three. This I think when these chicks start getting like pretty exotic, pretty different, pretty hot, younger. Nina Agdal, the Danish model, dated the Oscar winner when she was 24. The romance is believed to have started in July 2016, with reports in October of 2016 of them getting serious. I don't know what serious is to Leonardo DiCaprio, but she had more. I could feel like a fuller look, a different jawline, eyes, a little more exotic cat eye kind of feel to her. And he was like, "Yeah." So let's see what she's got. So she's moved on. Wait, no way. This is Logan Paul. I didn't know that Logan Paul was with this chick. Whoa. Oh, wait. What? She's clean, but a little thin. Wow, Logan Paul got with her. I mean, yeah, 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 uh, yeah. Logan Paul's rich too. So if you get with Leonardo DiCaprio, you get with a very successful streamer, you know, and she's living home life, man. They're locked in. She's like, what? She's doing her thing, but she's locked in. She's high value woman. She knew she was gonna get locked in, and she just seemed like she was just like attuned. Like there's a classiness to these women that attracts like rich men. They're like, okay, man, she ain't out here acting so crazy or not seen so crazy, and it looks like she's living the life that she wants, man. A mother, modeling, you know, all of it put together. Who can complain? So let's speed run. A lot of Logan Paul, a lot of pregnancy. I don't like to dive too deep when we're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio's ex girlfriends. It's like they living on in a new life, you know. So let's move forward. Okay, so Moron. Sources told People in August 2022 that DiCaprio split from his partner of 5 years, Camila Morone, earlier that summer. It's believed Morone and DiCaprio began dating in 2017 when she was 20. See, this is when they start getting young. He was like, look, Shorty's 20. But in an interview with the Los Angeles Times in 2019, the actor, who is Al Pacino's stepdaughter, is and stars in season 2 of the night and stars in season and stars in season 2 of The Night Manager, opened up her relationship and defended her age gap with DiCaprio. There's so many relationships in Hollywood and in history of the world where people have large age gaps, she told the publication. I just think anyone should be able to date who they want to date. However, the actor did note that she understands the curiosity surrounding their romance. I probably would too be curious about it too, she added. So it's like, she's like, look, I want to do what I want to do. I should be able to do what I want to do. But if it wasn't me, I would definitely be questioning it. And I think that that's most chicks. I think that most chicks grow older and they look at the guys and they're like, hey, why aren't you growing older with me? You know, like, why aren't you just, you know, and the guy, if he's a rich dude, he's like, well, you know, that ain't the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game is different. And you played the game a certain way, and now she's playing the game. So let's just respect the game. Don't hate the player. hate the game. Like, you get on better if you hate the game. And let's go ahead and dive into Camille Monroe. Okay, so speed run, personality. Like, yeah, okay. Uh, darker hair than before. Usually he do a blonde, a dirty blonde. So if you a brunette, he'd take you too. And honestly, I think other girls have a more model look than her, but I think she's got charisma, and she is a model, but she's got a bit of charisma, a bit of personality, and a bit of she's doing a lot too. You know what I'm saying? And she look like she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? He's top tier women, top tier men. You know, let's do speed run. Yeah, she's living life. She's got big things going on. Movies with freaking other big actors. I think that's Loki, right? Oh, yeah, she moved on. She's gone. She's gone, Leo. It's over. And we're gonna get to the most recent, I think. And before I get to this, though, thank you for staying. And if I leave any sneezing and blowing my nose in this video, I'm so sorry about that. But this is a stream, and I want you guys to more follow me on stream. So make sure you visit twitch.tv, TG World, that's TIGEE World, WORLD, to be a part of these streams like this because I just stream. I don't really write stuff down. I do a lot of schoolwork when I'm not doing this, and I'm also doing a lot of extracurriculars because I am trying to, maintain a all A average so I can go to the best med school in the world. So I'm really kind of focused on that right now. But I love aesthetics. I love modeling. I love women. And I love looking at the pictures. And I'm hoping that we can start loving women again and get this back in. So okay. So we're gonna go up to number one and Victoria Soretti. This was his latest, and I know you've seen him with the new little piece mustache. My boy is out here with the Peace Boy, and but man, my man looks good. He doesn't look like a super old ass dude. So Victoria Soretti, let's read. Soretti was first linked in Dicaprio in 2023, and the pair were most recently spotted together in the most public outing yet in the auditorium seating at the 2026 Academy Awards. The 27-year-old, she's 27. The 27-year-old Italian model has been working in the fashion industry since she was 14 years old. She has been photographed in campaigns for the likes of Alexander McQueen, Miu Miu, Gucci, Balenciaga, and Versace. The model was previously married to Italian DJ Matteo Melleri. Melleri. I'm really bad at pronouncing foreign names. Melleri? It's believed that Soretti began dating DiCaprio after reportedly meeting during the premiere of Killers of the Flower Moon at the 2023 Cannes Film Festival in May of that year. Months later, they were seen in Ibiza together, and in the September page 6 shared photos of the rumored couple together with his mother, which suggested things got serious. But look, if you bringing her around moms, that's the testing ground. Bringing a chick around the mother, that's the testing ground for maybe getting something serious. He's like, hey, should I really break her off like some of the boy? Only got so much time. So if he's bringing her around mom, she gets. Since then, the pair have traveled the world together, celebrating birthdays in Los Angeles, attending Art Basel in Miami, dancing at the Rolling Stones concert in Las Vegas, and attending high-profile weddings together. Weddings? They're thinking about love. If they're at the wedding, hey, shorty, if he's taking you to the weddings and he's taking you around moms, he's thinking about love. He's thinking about maybe a baby. He's thinking about all that. Maybe she's like, I'm ready. I'm 27. He's like, I'm this. Let's get it. Let's get it popping. Man. I think that's what's really going on. One moment. Let me go ahead and blow my nose, and then we're gonna go into this Instagram account. Oh. Okay. let's get into it. 'Cause I think this is like he's like, okay, this is where it's at. And Victoria. Oh, Victoria. Not even Victoria. Victoria. I'm so sorry. The look. Let's see. Brunette. He said blondes. Nah. Brunettes. We in the brunettes. Europe. Slim. White. Model. Okay. 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 I think that this is definitely settled down material. Beautiful woman. Rich history, rich career. Um, you know what I'm saying? I think that this is he's like, yo, I'm about to sit my ass down. I think he's trying to at least. I think he's trying to sit down with a chick like this. Uh Photos look awesome, very covered. Chick's beautiful, but covered. I think the most covered out of all of them I've seen, you know. Like sex appeal definitely, but covered up. I think I've seen one bikini photo, you know. Let's go through this. Yeah, more of a beauty, you know, more of a beaut. Oh, and high fashion editorial. He's like, this is it. This is it. And okay, okay. She's taking just basic good photos. She got a side, you know. She got a side that she chooses on her face, man. But honestly, you know, this is definitely the I see why he chose. Um, but I'm amazed, like you know, I think that like he was getting older and he was like, "Look, I gotta get serious. I keep losing a bunch of baddies." I think he met this one and was like, "Okay, look, I'm not letting you go, baby. I'm not letting you go. I'm trying not to. You know, he maybe he got something in him that make him just be like, okay, I need something. I need something new. You know, maybe he's just like, I need something new. But yeah, I think he's gonna hold on to this one for a while. Let's do a speed run. Um, Yo. All right. So I think honestly this video is long as freak. It's like 43 minutes long, and I'm gonna call it quits before we keep on starting. So these are all of Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends. Yo, all supermodels. What did we learn? Hey, I think you should, if you really want a guy that's like this and around rich, successful type of guy, stay thin, be tall as possible, and I mean, like European, like that's probably gonna be your best bet. Um, you know, that's just what I think it's bet. At least have two out of the three. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it was the fair assessment. Um, and but aesthetically, you know, it's supermodels. Who does? I mean, I manage a model that's 6'2", you know, and she's Russian. So the European look, I completely understand, and yeah, I mean, my boy, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, he's the one who gets all the baddies and all the model chicks, you know, he's living his life of splendor. He's such a great actor. Like, what else could we expect, you know? So, I think I'm gonna call it quits, like I said. But peace. I love you guys. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. You know, I'm trying to get this page up. I'm trying to throw out some really interesting videos. I want to keep this simple communication format. Once I get to editing videos and I work in all this stuff. I work in social media, like selling to people and all that stuff. It's you always tampering and almost feels like manipulation. I just rather grow with people. Hey, we sit and we talk about girls. If you want to learn about managing OF girls or anything like that, I could tell you about that. You want to learn about getting into the adult industry, I could tell you about that. You want to learn about how to get modeling agencies to hire you, I could tell you about that. You know, I work as a model recruit. I manage my own models. You know, I'm really deep in the game. So just hit me up and follow my stream pages. But I'm saying one more time, and this is the last time. Peace.